Good morning, class. Today you're going to be working on writing equations. So some key vocabulary you need to know is an equation. An equation is a mathematical sentence that contains the equal sign, usually written as a complete sentence. Expressions don't contain an equal sign. They're usually written as a fragment. You can act as a translator in mathematics, interpreting words and ideals and translating them into mathematical expressions and equations. There are many words and phrases that suggest arithmetic operations. Any variable can be used to represent a number. If you look in the examples, we used a variety of variables. We have an x, a y, a c, and n. So any letter you can use as a variable. Our first verbal phrase is 5 less than a number. That would be x minus 5. Next we have a number increased by 12, y plus 12. Twice a number decreased by 3. Twice is 2 times a number. That's why we have the 2c, decreased by 3. 2c minus 3. The quotient of a number in 4. Well, for this we have to remember that quotient is the answer to a division problem. Another key piece is when they give you a quotient problem, the first number is your numerator and the second piece is your denominator. We write this as n over 4. I will give you a moment to copy these examples in your notes now. Here are a variety of words that we will be using today. We have plus, more than, difference, minus, times, and, of, product, less than, sum, quotient, divide, decrease by. Looking at these words, they're going to fall into one of 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. The first word we see is plus. Do you think plus falls under addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? If you said addition, you would be correct. At this time, we're going to take volunteers to come up and place where they think each of these words belong with the proper operation. And here's the operation chart for you to copy into your notes. Our addition words are plus, sum, more than, increased by, total, and in all. When you see one of these words, you will be writing an addition problem. Next, we have subtraction. The subtraction keywords are minus, difference, less than, subtract, decrease by. Our multiplication words are times, product, multiplied, each, and of. And finally, division. Divided, quotient, separated. Don't forget that the word is means equal. Now let's stop for a second, and I want to highlight 2 words: more than and less than. These are tricky. I do a trick to help me remember. If I had the problem 5 more than a number, I'm just going to abbreviate this, more than a number, I know I'm going to do an addition problem. And you might think 5 plus n, but let's look at this. If you had 6 apples and I said I had 4 more than you, what would you do? You would take the 6 that you have and you would add the 5 more. So it would be 6 plus 5. The number you had would go first. So since we don't know what the number is, we write n. N plus 5. Another trick that I do is whenever I see this word then, I flip the order. So if I had written on my paper 5 plus n, when I see that word then, I reverse it to n plus 5. It's just a trick that helps me remember. Less than is the same. Think of it this way. If you had 6 cards and I had 3 less than you, would you do 3 minus 6 or 6 minus 3? You would do 6 minus 3. So that would be your number minus 3. And if we don't know what your number is, we use a variable. Okay, now it's time. The next couple screens, you're going to go through and pull up the symbols to create the sentence above. All of these numbers here, move, and anything that you need is in this symbol bank.